You're not lost, you're just underchallenged. What do you think is the difference between this fat guy right here, who's sitting on the couch eating some kind of chips and probably scrolling on Discord, versus the warrior Spartan who fights wars and is always on the hunt, hunting people, defending his country, and who's chiseled? Who do you think is more challenged, this guy or this guy? I think it's pretty obvious that the fat guy on the couch is severely under challenged. So if you clicked on this video, let me ask you, do you feel lost sometimes? Do you feel bored often? Do you feel unmotivated maybe? Maybe you don't want to do things that you know you should be doing? Do you doom scroll a lot every day on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, all that stuff? Do you feel like you have more potential in you? That means, do you feel like you could be doing more throughout the day? If you say yes to any of those questions, that means your masculine energy is under attack and you're severely under challenged. And let me tell you, if you feel under challenged and you have any of these signs that you're feeling lost, demotivated, and low energy, that is actually not your fault. And I'm going to tell you why that's not your fault. So first, you actually have to understand who's attacking you and your masculine energy. Your masculine energy is basically the driving force in you that makes you want to work hard and pushes you to do stuff. It's this energy inside of you that pushes you toward challenge. That's why men and boys just love sports so much and they love competition so much. And it really bothers them, for example, if their sports team loses. That's like their masculine energy. So the problem is when your masculine energy is under attack, that it's basically an attack on your potential as a young man. And here on the screen, you can see like many different attackers on your masculine energy. That is, for one thing, like junk food, like McDonald's, Burger King, these processed foods that you can buy in the grocery store nowadays. It's just everything that's processed is like a attack on your health and therefore on your potential, because if you're fucking sick all the time and you feel like shit, low energy and all that, then that's an attack on your masculine energy. Then if you're into partying a lot, maybe drinking alcohol in high school or college, that's also like an attacker. And especially like one of the biggest ones that's hurting you probably is school, like the education system. Like in the one of the biggest things that I've realized with myself and my classmates, I'm out of high school now, is that you're basically programmed by the education system to wait for things to happen. Like it's the same motive that's going on all the time. Like when you're in class, you wait for the teacher to tell you basically what kind of work to do, like what homework you get, what assignment you get. And that shows basically your whole life, this motive, your programming. You're always like waiting for an authority figure to tell you what to do. And that's a big problem because as a young man, you're supposed to just do what you want. You're supposed to take initiative and do what you want basically. And then after school, obviously there's the 9 to 5 world, and this is also one of the biggest masculinity killers in the world, because most people, they just are being forced into maybe a job they don't like. Maybe your parents say, son, you have to work this job, you have to do this apprenticeship, and maybe you just don't like that, or maybe you were not the kind of person that fits into this 9 to 5 world, and maybe you want to be an entrepreneur. But maybe if you don't like to be in a 9 to 5 job, your own mind is stopping you from becoming an entrepreneur. And the and part of the video is obviously to start challenging yourself. And if you want to stop working a 9 to 5 job and be successful in business, you have to really challenge yourself. And your own mind can sometimes really go against you, I found. And it's basically your own mind, your own mindset is rigged against you. You're avoiding work, you are avoiding challenges, not because you don't want to be an entrepreneur maybe or reach any goal. It is that you were basically programmed in school and in your 9 to 5 job to just be a lower version of yourself. And then another masculinity killer is like the people around you, not only your parents sometimes, for most people, but also like the friends you hang out with and the people you're around. Like there's this quote that you probably heard like 10,000 times already. It's that you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And that's 100% true, because why are you being programmed in school? Because you're always spending time with basically low quality people that don't have the kind of mindset that you want and the life you want. And yeah, that's just the same mindset that you admire. And maybe you've heard things like, be a realistic, be a nice guy, just relax, don't work so much, don't stress yourself about your future, everything will figure out, everything will be figured out, and all that stuff. And that's loser mindset, basically, that you're learning from basically since you were a child. You're being bombarded with these bad mindset phrases like, be realistic, be a nice guy, just relax. And yeah, just know that you're being programmed, and it will probably take some time until you're going to deprogram your mind. But when we're speaking of like programming your mind and reprogramming your mind, TikTok and all these social media platforms that you're probably consuming a lot every day, when you're scrolling on your phone for hours and watching all these clips, that's frying your brain and killing your masculine energy day by day, because you're just looking for the next dopamine hit after dopamine hit after dopamine hit, just so you can feel good, if you know what I mean. Like when you, for example, go to the gym and do something productive, then you feel amazing, right? You feel like you're winning. But when you're scrolling and you feel good because of some post, because of some emotion that was triggered in your brain, then that's not real dopamine. So just know that every social media platform, if you just use it to consume, watch, scroll, that's hurting your masculine energy, and therefore making you under challenged, because there's literally no challenge in scrolling. So if you continue being okay with these masculinity killers, you'll continue to feel lost, feeling unmotivated, feeling low energy, wasting your potential, and all that stuff. Like you're going to keep having that fat belly, like you will not get into shape because you're always avoiding discomfort, and going to the gym is facing a challenge every day. And you're not going to have your dream car. Like this is a Lamborghini Huracan, like my favorite car. And honestly, you're not going to get that anytime soon if you don't get rid of these masculinity killers that we just discussed, like scrolling, junk food, and all that. Then you will not have like financial freedom and all the money you want. You will not travel the world and go to Dubai and see these skyscrapers and go to restaurants and all that stuff. And you will have low confidence, no confidence in yourself, and you will not believe in yourself. Then you will not have your dream home. No pool, no barbecue sessions on like a giant balcony, and no driveway where you can park your Lamborghini. The biggest one, you're probably not going to be a great father. And that's a big problem if you want to have a family one day, which I hope you do. So, how to protect your masculine energy? That's just one word: challenge. And you need to challenge yourself more every day if you want to avoid all those things. How to protect your masculine energy, and the first step is obviously to reverse engineer the problem. That is to avoid these masculine killers and comfort traps. And you need to fight back because this is a war on your masculine energy, and you have to master the basics. Like, you have to get rid of all these addictions, all these bad habits that are holding you back, like the mindset that is holding you back. Maybe you have to deprogram your mind, you have to do a lot of reflection and all that stuff. So stop eating the junk food, stop scrolling on social media every day, just create content. If you're on these platforms, it can be anything, literally anything. You definitely have to stop drinking alcohol and doing any kind of drugs, because just why would you need drugs? Doesn't make sense to me. Then obviously you need to deprogram yourself and adopt the mindset that you need to become the version that you want to be. Maybe you want to make money, then you have to adopt the mindset of somebody who makes a lot of money. So finally, how to challenge yourself more every day from now on. That is to go to the gym consistently. If you can go to the gym and deliberately face pain, because lifting weights fucking hurts, honestly. You're destroying your muscles every day so they can get bigger. Like, that's one of the biggest challenges. Like, that's probably the best physical challenge that you can have every day. And just, yeah, eat a lot of good food, go to the gym, and then that's basically the physical side, the physical challenge. And also get good sleep. Like, right now, I'm probably not gonna get good sleep because it's 11:30 in the night. But for you, like, you can get good sleep today. I guarantee that. And another piece of advice is to just do something that really scares you. Like, maybe it's going up to a random person and giving them a compliment, like outside in public. Maybe that's something small, maybe changing something in your daily routine, maybe working 1 hour longer, maybe learning a skill. Maybe you want to start a business, and then you need to do brave, courageous stuff like sending messages, talking to people, etc. Just do something that kind of scares you a little bit, that like you are kind of on the edge, like um yeah, just like progressive overload in the gym. Every day you just do something a little bit more courageous and something that scares you. And next one is to just start a business and try to make money. Like, this is me kind of confused because I was trying to start all these random businesses. None of them worked because I was still kind of lazy and didn't challenge myself enough, basically. So yeah, I would just advise you to start some kind of business and trying to make money, because that's also like a big part of your self-improvement journey, and it's going to level you up so much. Like, I'm still in the beginning phase of my own money-making journey in business, but so far it has really helped me step out of my comfort zone and face more challenges every day. And it really forces you to be really courageous and do stuff that you're kind of scared of. So That's another challenge I really recommend. And then the next point that has really changed my whole day and how I challenge myself is to just get some kind of accountability. Like one of the easiest ways is to stick up a habit tracker on your wall where you write down the different things that you want to accomplish by the day. And you write down the day like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then at the top, you write down the habit that you want to do. So, for example, you want to read, then you write down read. And today, if you read, you tick the box, and if you didn't, you place a cross in there. You just stick that up like a piece of paper on the wall. Then you have some kind of accountability there. But a more challenging part of accountability is finding some kind of accountability partner, and that's usually only possible online. So you might have to join some kind of community or forum and just network with people that seem to have like the same mindset as you, goals as you, not just like-minded basically. And if you want to have an accountability partner and find like-minded people, you can join the group in the top of the description. It's my free group. We're building that up right now. It doesn't have many members yet, but the more people join, the better, and the more accountability you have. So that's another challenge for you. So you're not actually lost, you're just under-challenged. That's the main point of this whole video, to tell you that you're not lost, you're just under-challenged. You need more challenges, and you need to avoid the thing that is keeping you stuck, lost, demotivated, and all the other bad stuff. You need to avoid the masculine killers, like we discussed. Avoid the scrolling, the junk food, the people maybe that force you to do degenerate habits, and just challenge yourself every day. Just do something courageous every day, something that scares you a little bit maybe, and something that forces you to level up. And the big problem is if you don't change anything about this problem, and if you don't face those challenges every day, then you're just going to stay like this, and you're going to stay lost and low energy forever, because there's going to be no day that this suddenly changes. Like, you have to face some kind of challenge every day and slowly win more and win more over time. So take this advice, and if you want extra accountability, you can join my free community in the description. And yeah, stay a winner.